We are ready to get going. John Mullen to take the face-off for Syracuse, Madden Murphy for Boston University. This should be an interesting matchup here. Murphy, one of the top freshmen last year. Mullen, Syracuse's all-time leader in face-off wins, and he starts this season with a victory off the violation. Now it's Roa. Here's his first touch. An extremely dangerous shooter, extremely ambidextrous. And now he takes it in. Bounces it home. Through the 5-hole, Luke Roa with the first goal of the season. And Syracuse leads 1-0 to get us going.
Talking to Coach Poli this week, he said the #1 guy he was worried about was Luke Roa. He said this offense goes as Roa goes. He's two-handed, meaning he can go left, right, down the alley. Great shot on the run. Nice take there from Roa. Takes advantage of that short stick matchup.
He wants to go into the corner and use this one-on-one. Leo against Charlie Huntley. And it's all Leo, but it's denied by Phillips.
Interesting, BU not in a rush to get a pullback on Leo.
Leo sees the double to Roa, steps down, denied by Phillips again. A year older, the two now meet back up at BU and trying to get this Terrier offense on the board. Ethan Hart gets past his man, bounces it home. The New York native Ethan Hart, just about 2 hours from his home in Corning, evens us up at 1.
BU coaching staff expecting Ethan Hart to have a much bigger presence this year. Nice little S-dodge, gets underneath, gets it back to that inside hand. Ochoa tries to slow him down, but nice finish there. Ethan Hart goes hard to the cage.
Spallina, one of the better passers that this sport has ever seen. He's got 20 seconds left in the shot clock. Behind the back, McCarthy denied again by Phillips. Spallina gets help from the pick, fires and finds the back of the net. First goal of the season for Joey Spallina, and Syracuse retakes the lead.
With him on the sideline, Spallina continues to go, takes his man, runs off that Finn Thompson pick, sticks this one, far bottom corner. Spallina with his first.
And I feel like there's not a single weakness to his game.
Yeah, that's a tough substitution there by BU. They just made that a 6-on-5 right away.
Hahn, what a shot from the freshman. Perfectly placed into the bottom left corner. And Cuse has back-to-back goals for the first time this year.
Hahn, the freshman midi from the McDonough School in Maryland, he's going to be a name to remember here for Syracuse for a while. He can go lefty, righty, and he already has that ACC midfielder build. He's settled in really nicely here, and that's a great first look, great first goal for Hahn. Goes to BU, really nice get for the Terriers.
Baltimore Sun Player of the Year has it here, and he's got his first goal. Speak of the devil, Peyton Forte, the highly touted freshman out of Baltimore, and it's back to a 1-goal game.
When it was announced that Forte was going to leave Navy, everyone wants him, right? He's a phenomenal player. You see Pape go really hard here versus that Billy Juan matchup, just draws 2. Forte sets his feet, gets ready. They've got some nifty lefties on this team, that low-to-low, far pipe. McCool can't do much about that.
Chuck Kaczynski, the top long stick midi for Syracuse. He's an extremely aggressive, physical player. Forte again, denied by Jimmy McCool. Otto and Spallina running the 2-man. Otto, one of the fastest guys on the team. Wins the battle, turns and scores! The junior with his first of the season, scored just 7 all of last year.
Otto's a guy Coach March and Coach Gate are really high on. You see Spallina sets a nice pick there, and Connor Kemp does not want to leave him, really giving Wyatt Hoddle those 2 or 3 extra steps, able to get to that left hand, which I believe is his offhand. And not to make that all about Spallina, right? But he's a guy we're going to just continue to highlight, everyone is. When he can get in those off-ball rolls, impact the game that way.
Off the crossbar on the bounce, the second chance, no good, and McCool with the dive to win possession. Got to get something going soon. Forte with Jake Spallina on him. This is the matchup he wants against the shorty. Gets in front, denied by McCool. Ethan Hart takes it into the corner. Let's see if he can get anything done here. Jimmy Core, the senior, led BU in goals last year. Now he's got his first of this season. The Terriers are not going to make this an easy start to the season for Syracuse.
Jimmy Core, I'm surprised this is the first time I'm saying his name all day. Very, very capable attackman. Believe he was one of their leading scorers last year. Really strong lefty and righty, but his IQ stands out from watching film, right? Scores a lot of goals in a lot of different ways. Right, you could watch a game and not notice him a ton, and that's a good thing for a defender, right? Not a lot of mistakes.
Here's Pape. Gets by Dwan, but right into the stick of Jimmy McCool. And even once you get it over midfield, you're not in the clear.
Syracuse just looks frazzled on the clear, which again is the goal of the 10-man, but
what a stop by McCool on the fast break, denying Luke Davis. And now Syracuse able to get out in front of the 10-man.
Got numbers.
Bonino, the pass to Hoddle, right into the stick of Phillips. But it's knocked to the ground again. Bonino has it back. He's just one of those guys that slipped away. Anderson off the reset. Dodges to goal. And Phillips does not stop it. Peyton Anderson gets his first of the season, the sophomore, with the quick dodge off the reset.
Right off the whistle, Anderson filling in for Owen Hiltz. He's a big, demanding body, really hard for these defenders to match up against. Just uses his athleticism, gets underneath. But what I love about this, he continues to move his feet, finish in front of that cage, stays out of the crease.
Extra man opportunity. Syracuse does keep possession.
Credit BU, 2 tipped passes there. Thought they could have gotten away with that ground ball too.
Way outside from Spallina, but right into the stick of Phillips. Just 10 seconds to go. Shanahan against Kaczynski. Down to 5. Gets the shot off. It was blocked, and Jake Spallina picks up the ground ball.
Billy Dwan again, really well-timed slide. Slides at a great angle too.
And already 3 ground balls for Jake Spallina in this game. He's been all over the field. Here's Peyton Anderson to Robert Hoddle, and he's got 2 already. That's what happens sometimes when you go with the 10-man ride. It leads to an open net. Syracuse makes them pay. And with just 1 second left in the first half, barely got it off.
This play all goes to Billy Dwan. He blocks the shot. He ends up making that really nice long pass to Finn Thompson. And then just Syracuse showing their unselfish play. The one more easy finish for Hoddle on the backside.
And the Syracuse offense was hoping for, but Steven, this is a team that over the past couple of years has been very streaky at times, and it took them 30 minutes to score 6 goals. They might get another one there less than 30 seconds in. Are you kidding me, Michael Leo? Just stings the corner, and the Orange are on the board here in the second half, and I was just gonna say they can go on a massive run at any point, and that's how you start one.
Michael Leo showing some energy here. This right-handed alley dodge, he paints this corner. He had a slow first half. He comes out on fire. What a start.
Finds that top left corner. Made it quite clear that that is the key to keeping it close and potentially beating Syracuse, not giving up any of those big runs. Mullen wins the face-off. A nice BTB to Bonino. Hoddle the extra pass. Spallina. And there's 2 goals in less than 15 seconds. The 2-for-1, that's exactly what Syracuse wanted to do. And the Orange have their biggest lead of the day, up by 5.
And this is where Johnny Mullen is just such a treat for this Syracuse team to have. BU has not touched the ball yet, and Syracuse already has 2 goals in this second quarter.
7 turnovers already from the Orange. Forte, denied by McCool.
Spallina.
Syracuse goes offside. A flag down. Crossfield pass, Shanahan thought about the step down. Now he'll go back at the shorty and fires it in. Well, there he is, first goal of the season for Timothy Shanahan. And the Terriers are on the board here in the second half.
We highlighted him early. Shanahan here, he's taking advantage of Riley Figueres not being on him, right? He struggled to beat him kind of all day here. Gets this short stick matchup, shows his capability to go to that right hand where Figueres has been forcing him to go a lot. Maybe that'll build up some confidence for him. Great placement on that shot. McCool doesn't really have a chance. Language, he's calm. The stage isn't too big for him in his first career game here.
The freshman's got 1 goal today on 5 shots. Looking for a second, but right into the body of McCool.
They got Roa. Oh, they missed him.
Although here's McCarthy with a lot of room in front. Now it's Roa. It was stopped initially by Phillips, but rolled its way in. Well, the goalie got a piece of it, but a powerful shot from Luke Roa gets his 2nd goal of the game. Puts the Orange back up 5.
That's a killer for BU. Pape drops that ball. They're about to have a good look. McCarthy runs this break, looks one way, throws it the other. Phillips was all over it, but Roa gets it past him.
Syracuse really leaning into Long Island for their recruiting. It used to be upstate back in the days, but Long Island's just been dominant, and Syracuse has had success there.
Mullen all the way, and he's got his first. Well, he's one of the best in the country for a reason. 11 for 14 on the face-off, and a goal.
Johnny Mullen's so capable. He can win the ball to himself, 50-50 ground balls, and then to top it off, he can bury shots like this all the time. Right? We saw it a bunch last year. He's an athletic specimen. He's going to look to go hard to the goal anytime he can.
Still looking for his first assist. Only 3 of Syracuse's 10 goals have been assisted today. Leo denied.
A little bit. He's walking a little gimpy, but phenomenal save.
Now needs his offense to get another. Here's the pull with the shot and the goal. It's the LSM, Donald Varnaren. He had 4 last season and 1 in the opener today.
I'm not sure how Varnaren ended up here, but Jimmy Core, slick feed through the defense. Then Varnaren with that step back lefty shot. He looks like an attackman out there.
He's a track and field runner in high school. Spallina gets to 5 and 5. Crossfield to Leo. Bar down from Michael Leo. And there's that Team 91 crush connection.
Just highlighted these two coming out of the break. Connor Kemp still doing a good job on Joey Spallina here, but credit Spallina just doing a better job of feeding that ball, not forcing it too much. Crossfield to Michael Leo, who shoots around that defender, uses him as a screen.
2 against Mullen. Tyler Fox has it knocked out by Jake Spallina. Heck of a play there by the short stick D midi.
In here, right, but you shouldn't play any differently with a lead. You know, I think that's something that Syracuse needs to focus on, and that's what great teams do, right? No empty possessions.
Shanahan through the 5-hole. And BU's leader stepping up here in the 3rd quarter. He's got his 2nd.
After a slow start, Shanahan starting to come into his own today. Really tough lefty Dodger. BU doing a lot better off using the picks, and Shanahan actually running off of it.
And the Orange will give him space to work. What a pass to Anderson, my goodness! Well, there's the chemistry on full display. Spallina to Anderson. And Joey's up to 4 points today. Peyton Anderson up to 3.
And we see Spallina here. I've been knocking him a little bit. He's been forcing it inside, but BU has that covered. Now he's looking for these skip passes. First we saw it with Leo. Now we see it with Peyton Anderson. Looking a little bit like Owen Hiltz on that left side, low to high. Gets that one past Phillips.
All the way to the cage, the bouncer denied. That shot from Sam Burns. Billy Dwan with the switch.
That's what I was talking about a little bit in the first half. Billy Dwan has been a great slide guy. Every time he slides, he just gets in the offensive player's hands. So, Forte draws 2, but Billy Juan's in his hands right away.
Is it officially named that yet, you think, that behind the back from 5 and 5?
I don't know.
We've seen Joey try that a ton. As there's a shot on the run from Hart, but right into the stick of McCool. A huge Patriots fan, actually has Drake May as his Twitter bio. Not a picture of himself, a picture of his favorite quarterback. Spallina inside to Leo, behind the back, kick save. Roa tried to find Spallina, just too high. Syracuse averaged 13 last season. Shanahan stepped in the crease there.
Crease violation.
BU trying to attack Jordan Beck at all. He's the new starting pole for Syracuse. Attack inside and an incredible save there from Jimmy McCool.
There's only a couple players like him in the world that can really do it. He does, right? Like Zach Currier from Princeton, he's another guy. But you're not going to see that again for a while.
Spallina, he's got a hat trick. 22 and White does it all himself, and he's got 5 points in his senior debut.
Spallina just baiting 18 Logan Styles here, waiting for him to throw that over the head, tucks it nicely, and then the finish. That's what Spallina does so well. He develops this deceptive finishing up in Canada, playing box, dips his head a little bit. A nice start. You need a really solid top 6 from the midfield, right? First and second line, so Coach March has to be happy.
Huddled and all the way around, tried to wrap it home.
You're not going to play on a Tuesday and give the other team the full week off.
Navy head coach Joe Amplo said the other day that he wants to, but no one's going to be the first team to do it because then you're at a disadvantage until everyone else joins you.
Exactly.
Shanahan denied by McCool. And a flag there at the final second. And Dwan just trying to kick it out so that they don't have to stop the clock. He does, and Syracuse picks up a big win to start its season. The first ranked victory in a season opener under Gary Gate, and the Orange improved to 31-3 all time in home openers at the JMA Wireless Dome.